we can't see with our eyes. That's where the camera, because like the thermal or the infrared is part of the light spectrum, but we can't see it with our eyes. So that's where the thermal camera comes in. The radio frequency that we get when we're out there, that's part of the light spectrum too, that we can't hear or we can't see, and that's part of it. So this is just part of the light spectrum that we can't see with our eyes, because there's a lot of times when we're out there like that and we're walking around and we can be facing something like that while we're filming it. Yeah, we won't see it with our eyes, but we can come back and we'll see it on thermal camera. Alright, so check this out. In 1929, the first thermographic camera was invented. So the thermal camera first started in 1929. It was made by a Hungarian physicist. He invented the infrared sensitive night vision electronic television camera for anti-aircraft defense in Britain. So it was made for military purposes. But just here's a little more history on the thermal camera. The infrared was discovered in 1800 by Sir William Herschel. So it talks about the that it goes past the red light waves. So these were physicists. These were physicists and quantum physicists that were working on the infrared and the thermal way back then, from the 1800s and up to when the camera was first developed in 1929, and then on from there, and used for military and for law enforcement as well. Alright, so here's a little bit more, and this is talking about the infrared energy is part of the electromagnetic spectrum, just like gamma rays, X-rays, ultraviolet. There's a thin region of the visible light that we see, and then there's a lot more that we don't see, like I was saying, the gamma rays, the X-rays, ultraviolet, the terahertz waves, the microwaves, radio waves. All that's part of light that we don't see. Okay, so what I'm showing here, I just came outside and I'm showing the thermal camera. So this is on black hot. So anything that's giving off heat is showing up black. Alright, so it's night time now, it just got dark. So you can see the neighbor's house is giving off heat, so it's black. Part of their cars. Some of the trees are still holding heat. The palm tree there's holding heat. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch it to fusion. Okay, so that's fusion. I don't really like using that much. So you can see the lighter color yellow is the heat. Okay, so I'm going to switch it to red hot. Alright, so this one shows off the spots of heat, like the house there. Part of their car was showing heat, yeah, right there. And then like the palm tree, you can see some of the two palm trees are giving off heat. Okay, so I'm going to switch it to white hot. So this is white hot. So the heat is white. So the house is giving off heat, it's showing up white. Alright, so we're going to switch back to black hot. That's the one I like using the most.
So again, you can see the house, the car, the trees giving off heat, the palm trees giving off heat. And I like this too because it helps show up the sky. So again, it's dark right now. Alright, so I just wanted to show you that a little bit, go through the different settings. The fusion, the red hot, the white heat, white hot, and the black hot setting. Alright, so am I using the thermal camera? I'm catching a lot of images like this. So watch this one here and you'll see him moving. So I slowed this down. So this is one of my videos from my own footage. And this is on the black hot setting. So he's up in the tree right here. So you'll see him move there. Alright, so as I was panning around, I went past him and then here I'm coming back along to him again. And you can see he's moved, he's changed positions. So that's just one of my thermal videos. And that's the black hot setting. Okay, and then this is another one from my own footage, my own film for my video. And this was in Green Swamp. And this was late at night. This was like somewhere around 11 p.m. at night, something like that. We were out in the very dark. It was really dark out there. Way deep in the Green Swamp. So the thermal camera works daytime or nighttime because it works off of the infrared, the thermal. It doesn't work off of light like the regular cameras do. So this guy right here was right out there, not very far from me. And this was late at night, like I said, very dark. So I'll include these videos here too in the description. But you can see him move, you can see movement around him. Back behind his left shoulder you can see movement. It looks like he's got an animal on his shoulder. And also I believe you're seeing some white orbs there. They're showing up white, they're not giving off heat. So again, this is the thermal camera. The thermal is a part of light. Okay, so I'm putting this into my video. Sometimes when I'm doing research on other topics, you come across stuff that relates to Bigfoot and cryptid research. And this right here is something that I've been explaining to people quite often. Especially talking at the libraries. And then in some of my videos that I make about light. And that we only see 1% of the light spectrum. And then that there's a lot of light that we can't see. Like gamma rays and X-rays and infrared, ultraviolet, stuff like that. And that's where the thermal camera comes in. as one of our really good tools. So I want you to listen to this part right here with Billy Carson, because he talks about this quite often, and it's a part of physics. It's a part of quantum physics.
And I know that the Akashic records are real, not because of woo-woo, but because of quantum physics. Every thought that you think creates a light wave that leaves your skull and goes. Now, we can't see the light because we only see 1% of the light spectrum. But every thought coming out of your brain right now, if I could see those light waves right now,
It'd be crazy.
all over the place. Right?
All over.
There's light coming out, there's lightning coming out of my head right now. You can't even see. So we only got less than 1% of the light spectrum. We can't see gamma rays, X-rays, infrared, ultraviolet, and so forth and so on. But these light waves, they go out. But what's on the light? It's encoded with information. Just like your cell phone. Cell phone right now is connected by light. Microwaves are light waves, waves of light. My cell phone is sitting here, you can't see. And what's on the beam of light? Data. Same thing with your brain. This is a fractal of our human consciousness. It's sending out information. Every thought you've ever thought since you had a first thought is going out into space-time. It exists on the grid. So sometimes you're walking around and you get an idea. Something comes to you. It's not that you originated the idea. A lot of times, it's that you downloaded the information. Scientists discovered that our brains can our thoughts, our synapses can quantum entangle with other thoughts that exist in space-time.
Yeah.
Now it's real science. And you can get that information if you can discern it and understand what that just was. And then...
Okay, so that's Billy Carson, and he talks about that quite often in the quantum physics.